Well, hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Bedley. I'm going to be your host for 4th grade Excel math lessons. This is lesson number 1. Here's how it works. You're going to want to watch the entire video and listen to the entire video because I'm going to give you a lot of good tips that's going to help you on this math in the future. Every once in a while, I'm going to tell you to pause the video during the lesson to complete a math problem or two, and then to turn the video back on to see the answers. You need to do that. Don't just keep the video running and solve the problem as you're watching the video. You need to try those on your own. Once you've tried it on your own, watch me complete it and listen to what I'm teaching you. If your answers are wrong, you need to erase them and change them after seeing me complete the problem. So once you turn the page in, every single problem on the page should be right. If you make mistakes along the way, that's part of the learning process, and that's okay. But make sure you pause that video and give it a shot on your own. If you simply just copy what I'm doing, you will not learn the math, and you'll be so confused and stuck on your math every single day. So don't change the process, okay? Just stay with me, follow directions on the videos. All right, here we go with lesson number 1. You're going to be learning about place value in this lesson: ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands, and 4 4-digit numbers in addition with regrouping, and 2 3-digit numbers in subtraction. Multi-step story problems. We're going to throw a lot at you in this because it's all review of the 3rd grade Excel. All right, so I'm reading right here. Let's fix that. Okay, now change it to this. Alrighty, so I'm reading right here. Just as 10 ones are equal to 110, and 10 tens are equal to 100, 10 hundreds are equal to 1,000. A comma is used to separate the hundreds place from the thousands place. So let's think about what we just read here. If we take 10 ones, here's the number 1, 10 times, we get 10, obviously. I'll write that over there. Okay. If we take the number 10, 10 times, we have the number 100, obviously. And if we take the number 100, 10 times, we have the number 1,000. We put a comma in there once we hit the thousands place. All right, let's take a look at number 1 down here. 2 hundreds, 4 ones, and 1,000. You have to take those numbers and put them into a standard form number. So 2 hundreds is 200, 4 ones, 4, 1,000 is 1,000. We add it all up and we get 1,204. Now the other way to solve these, besides writing a math problem that we can do a little bit simpler, is just say, well, there's 4 in the ones place. Now let's look for the tens place up here. I don't see any tens place, so I put a 0 down. How many hundreds are there? There's 2 hundreds, so I write the 2 in the hundreds place. And then how many thousands are there? There's 1,000, so I put a 1 in the thousands place. It's pretty much that simple. Let's do number 2 together, okay? Keep the video running here. 1,000, 3 tens, 4 hundreds, and 2 ones. Let's start over here in the ones place. How many ones do we have up here? 2 ones. Write that 2 right there. How many tens do we have? Well, it says we have 3 tens. So I can write a 3 right there. And then we go to the hundreds place. How many hundreds do we have? 4 hundreds. Go ahead and put a 4 there. How many thousands do we have? 1,000. Put a comma and pause the video, do number 3, and then turn it back on after you have an answer. All right, so you should have already written your answer in here. I'm starting in the ones place. How many ones do I see up here? Oh, I don't see any ones. And no ones is a 0. How many tens do I see? 3 tens. So I put a 3 next in the tens place. I might want to cross that out to keep track of what I'm doing. Now I go to the hundreds place, which is next. How many hundreds? 100. And how many thousands? 2 thousands, comma, between the thousands and the hundreds. All right, pause the video, try number 4, and then turn it back on. So you should already have answered this right down here. Start in the ones place, and I see that I have 8 ones. How many tens? 5 tens. How many hundreds? Oh, no hundreds up there. How many thousands? 2 thousands, comma right there. All right, we're going to move on to number 3 now. This is a word problem. So Craig walked 4 miles on Monday, 3 miles on Wednesday. How many total miles did he walk on the 2 days? Oh, I bet that problem is really easy for you. Don't forget, you need to show your work down here. Show me the calculation and then write the answer right here. Pause the video, try that one on your own, and then see how you did. All right, so you should have already solved the problem. We got 4 miles on Monday, so I'm going to put a 4. 3 on Wednesday, plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. You have to show this. You have to write 4 plus 3 equals 7 on your paper. That's required. And then we write 7. And you also need to write a label. You need to write a word next to this that describes what is that 7. Is it 7 days? Is it 7 kilometers? Well, no, it's 7 miles. Fix your paper so it looks just like this. You should have 4 plus 3 equals 7 and then 7 miles written on the blank. Always save this area down here where the blank is to put your final answer. Okay, pause the video, try number 6, and then turn it back on. Anne has 2 dogs, 7 cats, and 3 birds. How many more cats than dogs does she have? You should have already solved this problem. And this is a trick question. They're throwing in extra information to try to trick you. Did it trick you? It says, how many more cats than dogs? My cats are right here. My dogs are here. So they tricked you by adding in birds, or trying to trick you at least. Hopefully you didn't pay any attention to birds. And how many more of one thing than we have of another is subtraction. Got to find the difference between the cats and the dogs. 7 minus 2 equals 5. You have to write that on your paper and then leave this space open down here to write 5. How many more cats? 5 cats. I bet some of you wrote more. Erase more and change it to cats, because the word that goes with the number, this label, we call this a label here, has to describe what the 5 things are. It's 5 more cats. Now if you wrote 5 more cats, that's fine. You don't need to erase more. But if all you wrote was more, you want to change that to either 5 more cats or 5 cats. All right, I want you to pause the video, try 7 and 8 on your own, then turn it back on to see the solutions. Here we go with number 7. You should have already done it. Brian picked 21 apples Monday and 15 on Tuesday. 12 of the apples were bad, so he threw them away. How many apples does he have left? Well, what happened was he did 2 good things, right? He got apples, and then something bad happened. 12 of the apples are going to go away because they were bad. So let's first figure out how many apples he picked on these 2 days. 21 plus 15 is 36. Did you come up with that answer for the first part? Hopefully so, and you have to show that on your paper. If you wrote it side to side, that's fine. And then we have 36. Notice I'm doing the work over here on the left. I always start over on the left side, and I do it underneath the problem. I don't do it off to the side. That way it's easier for the teacher to see where you solved the problem. 36 and the 12 bad ones, I'm going to subtract those. And 6 minus 2 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. 24 is what he has left. 24 what? 24 left? Did you write 24 left? What are 24 lefts? That's not what we have here. We have 24 apples is the correct label. Fix your paper there before you move on. You might have to pause the video. Okay, number 8 you should have already done. Rachel caught 5 fish on Friday, 6 on Saturday, and 3 on Sunday. Emily caught 8 fewer fish than Rachel. How many fish did Emily catch? Well, we've got 5 on Friday that Rachel caught. Let's put R here. 5 on Friday, 6 on Saturday, and 3 on Sunday. How many fish did Rachel catch? She caught 11 plus 3 is 14. Emily caught 8 fewer than Rachel. So what we have to do is do Rachel minus 8 gives us Emily. You do not have to have that written on your paper. I just want you to understand that if Emily caught 8 fewer, we have to take Rachel's number, subtract 8 from it to get Emily's. So how many did Rachel catch? 14 minus the 8 to give us Emily is 6. You don't have to have that on your paper, but this is kind of a cool way to write it up here. And then the answer should be 6 fish or 6 fewer fish, but you have to have the word fish in there. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure your paper's all right and that you do a great job on today's guided practice. And make sure you add up all the check answers. Don't fake any of those check answers. Add them up for real. And if something does not come out, then go back and find your mistake in that box. And if you still don't understand it, then ask somebody for help that can help you out. Do not just write answers down to make the check answer add up. If you do that, you're only hurting yourself because you're going to get very confused in math. So always check yourself. Are you understanding what you're doing? If you are, great. If you're not understanding it, let's get you some help. All right? Have a good day.